Let's do it. Let's
All
do it.
right.
Let's do it.
Perfect.
Let's
It is.
yeah, my screen is up. Let's go.
All right, cool. All right,
Yes, sir.
first one on the list. We're gonna jump into Fireeye. I really like the setup on Fireeye, and if you've been tracking it with us, it got beat down. It had earnings, and so it shot all the way down to like the 16, 17 range. So right now, what we got on as far as setups, we're 2 down on the month, which for me is not something I typically do, but there is a broadening formation that it hit when it went 2 down. And so price action, actually it hit at when it hit 2 weeks ago at 1662. That was when it hit that broadening formation. So 3 weeks ago actually. So 2 weeks ago it stayed inside, and last week it stayed inside as well. So I'm looking for a break on the week above 1803 for Fireeye. However, on the day you got a potential 212 as well above 1707. And here's the beauty. On the 4 hour, you've also got a break above 1705. So if you're just paying attention to the levels, you've got 1705 on the 4 hour, 1707 on the day. Those two levels breaking together is very bullish. So you could get something out of the gate with Fireeye, something's happening tomorrow. That one looks imminent. The weekly reversal is something you just have to monitor. But if you get the price action movement that you need tomorrow, I don't see I don't see Fireeye not breaking that weekly level. But for those two daily and micro and 4 hour levels, those look very solid for tomorrow. So keep your eye on Fireeye. Really like that setup. The micro and the macro. The next one is Novavax.
Novavax. Ticker symbol NVAX.
Mm-hmm. NVAX. I don't know if anybody had played it with me back in late June, early July. We hit Novavax really hard. It had a really strong run during that time. We're back. Novavax has got a few different setups I like. I typically don't look at 4 hour setups like starting out the week. But there is a very nice 4 hour setup with the hammer on Novavax if you want to like take a day trade. There's a very good 212 setup above 230.90 is your level for entry on Novavax on the 4 hour. But if you're waiting on the swing play like myself, I'm waiting on the 212 above on the week, 212 on the week above 249.34. And I don't see a broadening formation for a little bit. So we got some room on Novavax. So that's another one. Very nice setup, micro, and you just have to wait on the week, but the micro looks decent. Moving on, the next one is Goldman Sachs. And I'm gonna speed through these tickers because I got a good many this week. There was a lot of good stuff out there. So with Goldman Sachs, we're 2 down on the week. We had an inside day on Friday, and we have an inside 4 hour setting up for a 212 on the 4 hour, a 212 on the day, and you've got the weekly set up for a reversal above 408.99. And for your entry levels on the 4 hour and the day, the 4 hour, your entry level is 396.24. And that would complete your 312 Chicago. And I'm sorry I said 212 earlier, but it's a 312 on the 4 hour. And then on the daily, you had a very strong showing on the inside day Friday. So now you have a 212 potential above 396.45 on Goldman Sachs. So you've got two micro entries or two earlier entries, and then you've got the weekly level break. Depends on kind of what type of personality you are. Moving on, next one is Airbnb. This is another one I like. Airbnb look fire. seems like consumer discretionary is going to look good for some of these individual stocks. But starting with the 4 hour, well, actually, let me start with the month. We got an inside month, actually inside down, and we're 2 down on the week. So when you look at the macro, it looks kind of super ugly. But if you go to the day into the 4 hour, it looks like we're getting into a reversal back to the upside. So on the 4 hour, you've got a potential Chicago 312 above 143.86 on Airbnb. And then on the daily, you've got a 122 reversal back to the upside above 143.95. So if you check these two levels again, as I like to say, we've got a 4 hour break at 143.86, and we've got a daily break at 143.95. That's 9 pennies between these two levels. Again, this one could run out of the gate tomorrow. So just wanted to bring y'all's attention to it. I usually bring the weekly setups, but I seen so much fire. I was like, I gotta, let the pack know what's going on. So though that one looks fire. And if you get what we're asking for on the 4 hour and the daily, that's gonna flip that week for us. So they all work together. So anyway, Airbnb looks stupid fire. I like that one. Let's go. Keep going down the list. Next one is Draftkings. All right, Draftkings. Draftkings, we'll start with the month. We got 2 up on the month. We did a reversal actually on the month. It did touch a broadening formation and pull back last week. So we're 2 down on the week, but we do have a hammer candle. It came back to point of control in the week and bounced from there. And then on the daily level, seems like we've been just going sideways for the last 3 days. As far as the day goes, Friday was a daily reversal to the upside, but there wasn't much movement relative to how we know DraftKings can move. So I would just call that a sideways day, even though it was 2 up. And as far as the 4 hour, I like the daily setup. Well, the 4 hour setup there, you got a potential 212. Above your level is 5209. So I really like that 212 setup on DraftKings, and then your weekly level break is 5324. So you don't have much room to go between 5209 on the 4 hour and 5324 on the week. So there's not much room between those levels, which is a good sign. All right, so moving on. Next one we have Dropbox DBX. Told y'all I got a bunch today. Dropbox. This one here, we are 2 up on the month, even though we're bearish 2 up. We hit a weekly broadening formation at the high of 33. We reversed immediately from that high, and we came down and just hit a monthly broadening formation this past week, which would have been Thursday and Friday. Yeah, Thursday it hit it, and Friday it bounced from it. So I actually feel like DraftKings is going to bounce very strongly. It hit a monthly broadening formation, and it did what it was supposed to do Friday by bouncing off of that broadening formation. So I'm looking for a 212 on Dropbox above 3077 tomorrow. If you want to take an early entry, which you could, but I would wait on the day. Your 4 hour entry would be $30.70, which is 20 cents away from where it closed Friday. So if you look again, you've got the 4 hour level at $30.70 to break, a 212, and then the day is 30.77 for a 212. So again, we've got 2 levels breaking cents apart. That's a very bullish sign in this case. So be mindful of that. Put your alerts and everything. And then on the week, if we get the price action that we need, we will flip the week above 3209. And just to give you all just a little bit of reference on that, I don't have any major broadening formations on DraftKings until we get back to, what is this, 33, 34. Like 30, close to $34. So there is some room to run on Dropbox. And this was a major broadening formation it's bouncing from. So again, be mindful of that one. That one's a good one. What else? What we got? Okay. Here we go. Getting into it. HD. Home Depot. You know how we smacked on Lowe's on Friday. I actually think Lowe's is that maybe done. It's at the top of a broadening formation right now, so I don't know about Lowe's and continuation. But what I do know about HD, it did run on Friday, but not to the degree that Lowe's did. And HD has not reached its broadening formation. We've got, I don't know, what is this? 340 in the 340 range back to the broadening formation. So anyway, with HD, we've got a potential 212 on the 4 hour above 329.56, which are only 55 cents away, which would give us 2 up on the day at 329.68. And the weekly reversal would be, it's 2 down on the week currently. So the weekly reversal would be above 335.63. And if you know you've been playing HD with us relatively lately, you know that $5 is nothing for it to move. It did $6.34 Friday, which was like 1.96%. So $5 is nothing for HD. So I like the setup. And anytime HD gives me a 2 down on the week, I'm looking for the weekly reversal back to the upside. I don't care. That one's solid.
Right.
That one's solid.
Right.
Next one is Moderna. This thing here, man. What can we say about Moderna? That thing, they've been going ham for like how long? For the last month, 2 months, 3 months. So it's just like catalyst after catalyst after catalyst. Up until what was this? What date was this? August the 10th.
Yeah, it's been about a month.
Yeah, it hit a top of a broadening formation, all-time highs at 497.49, which is actually the top of the weekly range for Moderna. It hit that broadening formation. It's a major one. I want to say it's the month, but and it hit that broadening formation and pulled back heavy. And it did pull back to a weekly broadening formation, which is where it's trying to bounce from. Right now, it was 2 down on Friday, but it was a bullish 2 down. And we have a current Chicago set up on the 4 hour. Your entry there would be above 384.03. So similar to how we had on Lowe's, we had the Chicago set up right below or right up under a broadening formation. Once it broke the level, it broke in force, and it just kept going from that point on. So what I'm looking at on Moderna is a potential reversal, 312 on the 4 hour and a 22 rev on the day back to the upside, which will cross that broadening formation. And first magnitude is 413.30. And the second one after that is 453.73. So, that's what I'm looking at on Moderna. And then if you want to wait on the weekly rev, if you're a little more patient, you can wait on that weekly rev above 413.30. And then your magnitude on that, if you waited on that one, would take you to back to all-time highs of 497.49. I feel very strongly, just based on the data and sentiment, that this Moderna is going to reverse back to the upside and go back and retest all-time highs. Can't predict when, but that's what I expect for it to do. So definitely looking to get in Moderna in this next opportunity. Here's one I don't typically play a lot. Splunk and SPLK. There's only one setup that I was looking at, but I was looking at the hammer on the week. It's a 2 down hammer. I'm looking at possibly taking that reversal back to the upside above 147.58. And that's the only thing I'm looking at on Splunk. This is one of those.
Hey, Earl.
Yo.
That's the inverse head and shoulders on the week, my guy.
Oh, nice. Even better. So, yeah, so like with Splunk, it's got to do what I want it to do. If it does exactly that, then I'll take it. If it does anything funky, I'll just leave it where it is. But, yeah, like Cam said, inverse head and shoulders. We got a potential weekly.
Hey, Earl, can you see this?
No, I'm looking
Can you see what I just marked on the screen?
No.
You don't see that right there? Oh, my bad. But yeah, it's an inverse head and shoulders. So if it breaks that neckline, it could definitely make a run to that 170, 175 range easily.
Okay, yeah. I'm looking at 148.46 as like the chop range has got to break. And then the weekly level is 147.58. So it'll break the week just right up under that chop level. So that's one of those I don't play Splunk very often, but if the opportunity presents itself, I'll definitely take it. And just to wrap it up here, I've got SQ Square. SQ's got a few different setups. This one actually looked good too. Square is actually probably one of my top 5 for this week.
You taking my whole list, dog.
Oh well, I'm just run through
Square
some
on
levels.
mine too.
I only got one more after this, and I'm done. But Square 212 on the 4 hour, and a weekly reversal above 267.38. Square looks good for a day trade and a swing. I ain't gonna play around with Square too much since the bros letting me know. Oh shit. Okay. I'll just say Riot and Mara both look fire. There's a weekly reversal potential on Mara and a 212 on the 4 hour. I ain't gonna get into the levels, but the one I wanted to talk about was Charge Point. That one I really liked. I see there's a potential reversal and broadening formation. These charts look weird though. You've got what is this? 212 potential. What am I looking at? Okay. So yeah, on Charge Point, we've got 212 potential on the day above 2152. This goes in tandem with the EVs having earnings, as well as all the infrastructure news with the charging stations. They got to put in a few thousand charging stations across the country. So there's a lot of activity in that sector. So if the EVs get the pop I'm expecting from this later this week, then I'm expecting Charge Point to go. But I didn't alert any EVs just because I didn't like the charts on them. So I like Charge Point. If you wanted to be patient and wait on the weekly reversal, you've got 2377 as your level. And I'm gonna wrap it up there.
Fire. Jeez, man. Yo, I'm just going through those setups, man.
It's too much, man. My bad, bro.
Nah, I ain't. Hey, if you on this watch list call and you looking at some charts and you don't eat this week, you gotta really look at yourself. You know what all
That's it.
Rogue, man, what you got for us, man? We let it hear for you. Wall Street Rogue. We know you're a hitter, man. We already know it's about. Look what you got for us, Rogue.
You know what I'm saying?
Kick it off. I got Roblox. I'm liking how Roblox is looking on the daily. It got a daily squeeze. It got some bullish momentum. It's flagging on the hour and the 30. We got a potential 2-2 rev on the week above 84.56. And we got a 212 entry on the 4 hour above 83.63. Bro, what's up with my chart? All right, so yeah, we got the entry 212 entry on the 4 hour above 83.63, and then we're gonna get that 2-2 rev on the week above the 84.56, and it's also a hammer on the week. It's a tight hammer, so I'm looking for that to break. Next, I got school. Earl already did Square. I got NVIDIA. We got a nice daily squeeze on NVIDIA. It's close to going 2 up on the month. It's gonna break into all-time highs if it goes 2 up on the month. It's hugging at the top of this broadening formation on the 60, and it's currently inside on the 60 as well as inside on the month. So looking for that 212 continuation on the 60. I got Roku TTO'd on the week. He created that 3 for the range. It broke the range to the top side, and it came back and broke the lows. And it looked like it wants to reverse. If you look on the daily, we got an inside candle at the bottom of the broadening formation. And it's got a broadening formation on the week as well. And they both it looked like the sellers is drying up. So I'm looking for that to reverse. What else I got?
I'm looking at these broad formations that I've already had drawn, and I see how it's dropped below the range, and it's actually looking to break back into the broad formations I've already had drawn.
Yeah,
nasty,
right
nasty,
there.
Nasty.
Then we got Momo. I got Momo bouncing off the broadening formation. We got a hammer on the week as well. We got a 2-2 rev on the day already, and it's going to complete a 2-2 rev on the week above 1196. So I was looking at that one. Next I had the Chargers look good. I never played this before. First Energy, FE. We got an inside month on FE. Hammer candle on the week. Once we break that hammer above 39.14, it looks like it's gonna be clearing up out of this little chop area that has been in for a while. So I'm looking to see what that's gonna do. And pretty much all I got. Everything else has been covered. I got a few more that was on there, but they got covered, so ain't no point of going over them again. So yeah.
Fire, bro. Woo. Jeez. All right. Okay. So we all know road come with those fire squeeze setup. A lot of times these setups that road come with no. I mean, he's pointing out things that nobody else sees a lot of times in a lot of circumstances. They'll just completely take off. So
Yes, sir.
these somebody got to deal with. Let me just get into a few I got real quick. Everybody knows I've been super bullish on XLV. So of course, we're looking at an approval for Pfizer. One of the things I mentioned how these monthly contract expirations, how they make sure people don't finish out the money. If we look on or finish in the money, if we look at Pfizer at the top of that week, it finished at about 49 and just literally right below $50. So what that in essence does is make the people who have the $50 contracts, the shorts, they clap those people. And as you can see, immediately close the market Friday, they clap all the contracts, the stock goes up $1. So I'm definitely bullish on PFE. We had a little cool down. You see, we've been green. Had a little pullback, and I'm expecting XLV to be fired this week. You can see a lot of the setups, Moderna, Novavax, on and on. It's going to go tons of approvals. Another one I'm super bullish on is Bristol Myers, ticker symbol BMY. It's been in this little chop. As you can see, you look at my daily, everything. I mean, this thing is just ready to go. It's just flat out ready to go. They did the same thing on this one. What they want to do, they try to keep the 70 expirations from coming to existence, so they keep it below. But as we can see, this breakout is ready to go 69.35 above the high. I see absolutely no reason for Bristol Myers Squibb. They got some news potential approvals coming on September 3rd. I got my broad informations drawn. If you're looking at my screen, you can see how we test these broad informations. That thing is out of there. I'm looking for that to continue. A couple different setups. I'm trying to get us in on some potential reversals. One thing I'm going to look at is Tattooed Chef, ticker symbol TTCF. Pull this up right here. potential reversal here. We got this hammer on the week. So we got this hammer on the 60 at the end of the day. We get out of here, break this chop. Got a couple levels, daily entry above about 1735, weekly at above about 1756 on Tattoo Chef, and a strong hammer on the 60, hammer on the week. We're about to see if we can do a Tattoo Chef, gap to fill to the upside. Looking good on Tattoo Chef. We got the corrective activity we needed. So if we're getting back in Tattoo Chef, we're getting in coming off a red day or a down 4 hour, finish strong on Tattoo Chef. Another one, pharmaceuticals, a very undervalued company right now. Ticker symbol, you may have heard of this, you may not. Ticker symbol JAZZ. I'm all with that jazz, baby. All right, so check it out. We are looking at this hammer. Look at this, bang, 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 bang on the week. We're trying to see if we can get this reversal. Got this 2 up on the day at the end of last week. You could see where it gapped up 134.86. They clapped all the 135 contracts. You will not get paid this week. They pushed it down. They're trying to shoot it back up at the end of the week. I got entries. 133.75 is going to be an early 4 hour entry on the day. I'm looking at about 134.90. The week won't happen all the way until over $140. We get a reversal on this. Done deal. The other one I'm looking for, Draftkings was mentioned earlier, fire. I love Draftkings. For this week, I'm looking at some of the tech. Apple, of course, nobody mentioned this one yet. I know people are already in this Apple. They kept those 150s out of the money this week. So we got this corrective activity on Apple, and I see no reason for that not to continue up. Getting a little delay. So I see no reason for Apple not to continue. Inside hammer 4 hour looks good. The last one I'm going to go over, one I talked about before, that's really been beaten down real bad, and that's PaySafe. PaySafe has really got beat down. So I'm trying to look for a reversal on PaySafe. We've got, hold on, let's see. So we got this inside day, it hit a low. So this is one of those plays, it could either shoot up or shoot down. But the thing about this one, if this actually shoots up, it is a wrap. 2 up on the day is about $8.35. Below 806 low, you get rid of it. I don't think it's going to do that, but we'll have to see if it's at the bottom of a broadening formation, if this was the low at 806, or if it continues to fall. But if this thing actually reverts to the top side, it is going to be absolutely magnificent. So you can definitely check the price targets and those. A lot of room to go, because some of these plays like Tattoo Chef, Jazz, and PSFE have so much magnitude. You can get a lot of profit off of those. If you take the long positions, those are tons of upside potential. So those are what I'm looking for. Next up, my man Cam G, what you got for us, man?
Yo, what's good? You hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right, so so he's not here still. So I'm also going to be saying the list for my guy Corey, investing for legacy. I'm actually just going ahead and start with his right now. Let me show you what he's looking at. So right now he's looking at Zynga. He's trying to catch the gap fill up to 966. It's been recovering since its earnings drop. There is full time frame continuity on the weekend below, and the analysts are still agreeing on the price target from $11 to about $12. He's also watching Roku. He's watching for a continue bounce off the bottom of the broadening formation. We got PayPal. He's watching for a 122 rev on the week. and a flag break. He's looking for Zillow. That's going to be Z. He said it got a strong hammer on the week, and it's currently in a demand zone. He's looking at Twitter. I know Tyler actually mentioning that as well for a bounce off the bottom of the Rodner formation. And it looks like he's looking at lithium a little bit as well, as he has LAC and LTHM because they both have inside weeks. So that is what our guy Corey is looking at. Now I'll get into some of my setups. Earl stole some of mine, so you know how that go. But I like Nvidia going for an all-time high break. It'll go 2 up on a month, and then it'll be full time frame continuity on all time frames. So I like that. I like Square, of course. I like Netflix potentially getting out of the chop that it was stuck in. It's been stuck in this weekly chop for, hold on, let me try to see if I can see how long it's been in that chop. It's been in that chop since June of last year. And so, yeah, I want to see if it's going to actually make that move to get up out of there, see if it's going to finally try to go and attack that 580 level. Right now, it's just getting out of the chop that it had on the day. And now it's going to start going to them bigger chop areas that it's been having for months. So just watching Netflix slowly but surely. I also like Disney. Trying to get paid from the mouse. People that be on the call, man, y'all know what we do with Mickey Mouse, man. A whole bunch of Mishka Mushka over there. So I'm trying to catch this one on a 2-2 rev on the day. So I actually looked at the level that it's currently at. Disney at the level that it's at, it's reversed to this. It's reversed to the upside 5 times already from this level. So that's giving me even more confidence, It's went to the upside 5 other times. Why would this time be any different? So I'm loving that Disney play. One of the big ones that I love is right now is Snow. Snow is one of the ones on top of my list. Disney and Snow, they're some of the ones that are on top of my list. Snow had a crazy hammer on the day. So I would be catching a 2-2 rev with a gap above it. Yeah, that Snow one is beautiful. If Snow gets to moving, it did hit off the bottom of the Rodner formation. If Snow gets to moving, this would be a crazy day trade that's really gonna pay you a whole bunch. And then just one last one that I'm looking at. This is a sneaky one I never played before. I'm still analyzing the contracts to see if it's worth it, but the charts look beautiful. It's CTXS. So Charlie Tango X-Ray Sam. This one, you will be catching a bull flag break on the day. It'll be a 3-2 rev on the day into a gap. So yeah, this one is different right there. Definitely want to see what it's gonna do. Last week was a hammer. This could be a crazy one. So yeah, just gonna watch that. And I'm gonna throw that thing back to you, Earl.
So, did FICO have anything for us that he wanted us to check out?
Let me double check. Oh, and then FICO did let folks know that like after the recording's done that he would like go over tickers. So
Okay.
Once we're done recording, we can keep the room open. I don't see any particulars that he listed. He probably was planning to say them verbally.
Okay. Cool. All right. So, any of the pack leaders, you got any other last words before we get up out of here? Get this uploaded.
The only other thing was just, kind of continuing our conversation, Boss Gang, about our expectation for the market to push all-time highs again going into September. and we walked right into a correction. So I mean,
Yeah, we're definitely walking right into a correction.
Yeah,
Sure,
what
for
I'm
sure.
expecting is so people would say like August is pretty bearish, but really what happens is there's a huge sell-off in August and towards the beginning middle,
that's what we just
and
said.
then it reverses from the lows to the highs, and then in September from those highs, that's when it get real ugly. It's when it get real red. So right now we should be going to them highs, and we'll just try to catch that wave up before we need to put our bear hat on and really just start shorting everything.
Right. So don't get drunk and start taking all these long positions. Just be smart about it.
Right. If you go, I mean,
Do not risk what you cannot lose.
right. Yeah, if you got to know the difference between how volatile the plays are. So like, I just believe regardless of what happened, we can just look at any chart left or right. Healthcare is going to move. It's going to be definitely defensive. VIX
you got
is going to be definitely defensive. Yeah. So we know where the money's going to go on. Target, Starbucks, those things should be fine. Some of this other stuff, with the tech is always going to get hit first.
And pumpkin spice kicks off on Wednesday.
Okay. So we got Starbucks coming up, and just make sure that you are being that your portfolio is diverse, that you're not just going all volatile stocks, but you got some of those ones that are going to be solid. They might be slow, but they're going to pay you every single day. Get you a BNY, get you a Pfizer. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Don't only try to play Teslas and Apples and Rokus and Netflix.
Don't force it.
Yeah. Make sure that y'all are scaling in and scaling out of your positions. This is going to be able to save you so much money if you just scale in and scale out. Like your loss is going to be so small because you didn't even put your whole position size in there. You only got one contract. Make sure that you just keep doing that. Add on to your winners, cut them losses real quick, and you're gonna be profitable. You're gonna force yourself to be profitable.
Yep, it's a process. Yep. Yeah, that's it, folks.
For sure.
Nothing else to share on my part.
All right, cool. Well, let us end this video. Stop record. I don't know who started it, so we can get this straight up to the cloud.